Today on Blueprint, we're taking a look at Fibonacci trading strategy from Trade Prime. We'll be dealing with opaque, dark, natural forces, but we'll be safe. All that and more in today's Blueprint.
We'll be safe.
Welcome, everyone, to TradersPost Blueprint. I'm Tom Hartman, your friendly neighborhood strategy coder, joined as always by my plucky sidekick, Peter Hartman, repping the TradersPost marketing crew. And yes, we're back doing what we do best, turning solid setups, potentially solid setups, into automated trading strategies in Transcript and other places, all for your benefit. As always, a quick reminder that everything we build here is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes, primarily for entertainment purposes, just to show you what can be done with the awesome power of automation and TradersPost. Like your little smirk there, Peter. But we do not promise that you're going to make any money using these, or that the code is any good, or that you should do anything that we're saying. In fact, you should probably just I was going to say turn off the channel, but no, you should keep watching.
Keep watching that for sure.
Peter, how's it going?
Going great, going good. I got a steak and a pork chop that is right now being dry brined, and my partner asked me, "Why do you have to eat a steak and a pork chop?" I said, "Don't ask me questions, okay? Don't ask me questions like that."
I can't eat two different things, because if I like one more than the other one, it's a problem. It's a real problem.
I get it.
I hate that.
How do you do sushi?
I only order. I've tried every sushi, and I only order the three that I like, and then I have an order in which I eat them, and it's 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So there's never any.
Okay, you're systematic even with your sushi eating.
Oh, I need to make sure I have enough soy sauce and wasabi to match what I'm doing. And if I ever make a mistake, let's say I make a mistake, I ate the wrong thing, whatever, I have to eat a bunch of ginger and wasabi, just completely shock the system, just hard refresh, and then I start again from wherever I'm going. So I have to cut the sushi in half in order to get the right ratios. That's a problem.
Okay, I didn't realize it was all involved.
Yeah. Well, speaking of all involved, I'm actually pretty.
I was going to ask you, how are you doing? But it sounds like you were just about to say that. How are you doing?
Yeah. So it's been hard for me here at TradersPost over the last week. Not because we're headed into July 4th, Independence Day, and it's a very American company, and that's what they care about. And no one even at all wished me Happy Canada Day on July 1st. I don't even think they know that Canada is an independent country. That's how much no one here said anything about us. But that aside, what's really bothering me, on top of that, which is pretty bad, but what's really bothered me is the live trading that Mike Christensen and Trevor are doing on the mornings, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Are you jelly?
Not only are they making money while at work, they're making money while at work, which I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that, but they're making money while at work. I'm fine.
They're making money trading while at work. Everybody makes money while they're at work.
Well, this is what I'm saying. It feels
I said it better and more accurately.
Fair. What if it feels very overemployed? Is what I'm saying. I tried to report Mike to Mike. He didn't really seem to care much. That's pretty much the end of what I can actually get to. But they've been doing. I mean, I've been really enjoying it. I put that stuff on at 9:30, and I just had them all in the background. They're doing their trades, they're talking, they're going through it. It really jones me up. I didn't realize just how much I would enjoy watching them live trade. Right. And you could pop in and pop out, but I'm not even popping out. I'm just listening the whole time, and I don't even have to, which is pretty cool. So not only are they making money, they have I'm trying to remember, they have this fantastic name for the series, because they just do it on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and they can't do it on Monday and Fridays. They call it the sandwich sessions, because they're sandwiched within the week. I think that's what they're calling it. It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Is that the official name?
I believe so. I mean, I named office hours Blueprint and after hours. but none of them are as cool as the sandwich sessions.
That's true.
Which, had I known that they were like, oh, they were fine with more creative stuff, I might have called these episodes something different. But hey, that's just what it is. So it's every day from 9:30 to 11, I think it is, that they're trading.
Not every day.
Very fun. Oh, sorry, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So every week, sorry, that they're trading. They specifically focus on futures. So oil, Nasdaq, gold.
No, they're going to be expanding. They're going to be doing automated strategies, manual strategies, trade stocks, options, and crypto. Don't put them in a box, all right? Don't put them in a sandwich box to go.
If they're going to do crypto, they better get me on that episode.
I know. I watch it. I'm like, I want to go on there. I just got to get through our list of things for us to do. So much things happening for TradersPost, exciting things coming down the pike. Is there anything? Was the thing to be announced for tomorrow? Was there an announcement?
Oh, yes. July 4th. So Independence Day, we want to celebrate your Independence Day by being independent from the shackles and burdens and toils of regular day life. You want to start your trading journey out strong come this July 4th. And for that, we're offering a 40% discount for new customers, new subscribers, or if you're upgrading your plan or adding any add-ons, go ahead and do so. Put that code into checkout and you'll be able to get 40% off over the next year. I mean, when they do 40% off sales, I go, that's a pretty decent sale. Like, that's pretty freaking good.
That's pretty awesome.
Especially if you can apply to add-ons and upgrades. So I know previously, like sometimes you couldn't do that, but they're very good about keeping their existing customers happy, and us, but we're not the ones making decisions. It's the bosses making the decisions, and I think they do right by people by giving them opportunities to get it in at a lower cost. Because sometimes it can be, if you just want to try to get into the game. Right, you're not sitting there, especially with the prop firm people. Right, they're coming in. They don't necessarily have $50,000 they could put inside of a trading account that they're willing to lose. Right, they're not. That's not the math they're doing. They might be subscribing to prop firm accounts and challenges at a few $100s a month. And so it's very nice to be able to get a subscription to an automated trading platform like TradersPost that's so robust at a 40% discount. Very nice of them. And they didn't have to do it. So that's fun for that. So it also means we're not going to be here for after hours tomorrow. I did want to do a recap show of like all the times me and Mike made predictions for trades that turned out well.
Mike and I.
A recap show. But we do that at the end of the year. I sort of like very excited about how right I've been for some of these things, but I guess you guys just have to go back through the back catalog and figure that for yourself. All right. Well, today I wanted to create a Pine script. It'll be a Trading View episode where we're going to be turning a YouTube video into an indicator or strategy. See how that goes. We'll see how far we get. It's going to be half AI, half manual. This won't be a full AI process. When I go through and I look at YouTube channels to see what kind of videos to turn into strategies, I guess because I had never like specifically done that, the way that I trade I do fundamental trading mostly. I didn't realize how many YouTube channels are exactly the same strategies. It's the same titles, same strategy, same thing that they're doing. They're like, this is my super duper secret strategy that works like 99% of the time or whatever. And it's all break of structures, all higher highs, lower lows, the structure, a break, and then some sort of rules for how to get in and for your risk management. They're all pretty much the same, which I find interesting because that's not the only way to trade, right? You could trade fundamental analysis, you could trade macro events, you can trade correlations, you can trade pairs trading, you can do all kinds of different types of trading, arbitrage opportunities, you can trade event driven, you can trade options trading, I mean, I could just keep going on and on. I'm just imagining all kinds of different trades that you can do, but I'll just stop there because I'll just stop there. But they're all doing the same sort of thing. Price structure. So I was like, okay, let me just go tangential to that, and let's head to the Fibonacci trading structure, because Fibonacci, as a throwback to what I said at the beginning in the cold open, is one of those mysterious series of numbers that appears on beaches and cauliflower and broccoli and inside the human body and also in stock charts.
And
Fibonacci series of numbers.
In the Da Vinci Code.
That's a Vitruvian man. That's what I said. That was the third thing I said.
Well, no, the actual Da Vinci Code, the actual numbers. Look, in the Da Vinci Code, there's a scene where
the
Tom
movie?
Hanks. Yes.
You're bringing up Dan Brown?
Yes.
Why don't we do Name of the Rose instead?
I don't know what that is. Was
Dan
that
Brown
also
stole the idea of the Da Vinci Code from
allegedly? Allegedly.
Proof. Not in the court of law, but in the court of Tom.
Yeah, okay, so allegedly. I'm not going to call anybody. Anyway, that's where I know the Fibonacci. Look, you guys are fancy, you know about Fibonacci's and stock charts. I know it from Dan Brown's thrilling high-stakes novel.
Well, there are, like, of all the different tools that are on TradingView, like 19 of them are about Fibonacci. A few of them are about Gann. A couple of them are about Elliott waves, but tons of them are about Fibonacci. So when I got into trading, I thought to myself, hey, the traders, since they're using it all the time, they're going to have an understanding. They're going to know why the Fibonacci levels even matter at all. Nope. None of them know why it works. None of them ask why it works. No one wonders. Not a single video have I ever seen has anyone try to figure it out. Hey, why do these numbers work? They just go trade it, and that's how it works. Which to me feels very bees in a beehive. They're like, I'm just gonna go out and get the pollen and get the honey, and I'm just gonna go protect the queen, and I'm just gonna do this, and I'm gonna vomit this honey into this bee's mouth in order to make it grow. And they never ask why. They just go, I make honey. And traders who use Fibonacci, they go, I just make money. That's what I do.
Do you know why?
I'm a trader bee.
Do you know why?
I know why. But that's not what this episode is about.
I'm highly
suspicious. What this episode about? Peter, I can't.
Sus.
If you want me to take you to church, we got to do that in a different episode. This is Blueprint. This is about us making.
Okay, I'll save it for church, and you can tell me.
Good idea.
Then I'm going to.
You can ask me on tomorrow's after hours. Ask me on tomorrow's after hours, and I'll tell you then. All right, so let's start here with. We're going to step through this video from Trade Prime, YouTube channel Trade Prime, and nice, interesting video. They had 3 profitable trading strategies that they're talking about. We're going to focus on the Fibonacci one. Let me know if you can hear it.
3 profitable trading strategies using the Fibonacci tools. We will also reveal our number 1 and...
Let's just jump ahead. I don't need them explaining what Fibonacci is, because like I told you guys, they don't say why Fibonacci works. They tell you what the Fibonacci levels are, the meaning of Fibonacci in the sense of like what it means for the charts, but no one will tell you why the levels appear where they.
Neither will you.
I would tell you, but we just don't.
It says meaning of Fibonacci right there.
Let's just go to secret hack. Let's just start.
No, it says it.
All right, so they start here with
the secret hack. To solve the problem, we will use a simple indicator called Fractals. Fractals is an indicator that helps us identify reversal points. The indicator plots arrows at the reversal points. Fractals are of 2 types, up fractals and down fractals. An up fractal is created when the high of a particular candle is higher than the previous 2 and the next 2 candles. It shows a bearish price reversal. On the other hand, a down fractal is created when the low of a particular candle is lower than the previous 2 and the next 2 candles.
Should I talk this slowly?
I was about to ask you if you can speed it up a little bit.
Like sometimes I want to speed it up. I mean, I'd be watching this at 2x speeds and just jumping forward, but you would like jump down my throat going, "Hey Tom, regular normal people, they're not gonna be able to do that."
Well, don't do 2x.
That's not the meta or whatever.
Yeah, it's not. You do 1x, but you should definitely slow down your speech. Definitely 100%.
This is one. Should I have dramatic music behind me and have little digital noises that pop up as well?
You tell me you wouldn't like that.
Not speaking slower.
You wouldn't like the music behind you as you spoke with sound effects?
No. I don't like anything distracting from me being the center focus. I'm not sure if that's come through.
Okay.
Plus, we're in a sort of like a Quicksilver, the Flash type situation where it's painful to slow down.
Okay, well, do it for the rest of us.
Okay, well, do it for the gram.
Plot this indicator, then type in fractal.
All right, I'm just jumping through here. He adds fractals to the charts. Okay, that's what we're going to use as our pivot points for the Fibonacci sequence.
You're the one who chose to play the video.
Sometimes time frame.
All right, so the next part here is choosing swap zones.
Strategy number 1, swap zone confluence. Swap zones are one of our favorite techniques to add confluence to any strategy.
How do you say the word? Confluence or confluence?
I say it the right way, obviously.
Which is?
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Zones are nothing but levels of support and resistance. When the price breaks below a support level, it becomes a resistance level. Similarly, when the price breaks above a resistance level, it becomes a support level. Since the support and resistance swap with each other, we call them swap zones.
Oh, okay.
Above the resist, now turn.
I got it.
Support.
So we're looking for swap zones that coincide with the fib golden zone thingy where we're looking for a bounce. Got that. Let's just do this. Okay.
You chose to play this video.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And thank you.
When I watched it originally, I just jumped through it.
Okay. Thank you, Trade Prime, for the video. We do appreciate it. Tom is, I guess, spoiled. Claude Code. He's just running 5 agents at a time. He doesn't like anything slow. But I appreciate it. I've never even heard of swap zones before.
Well, what I didn't realize is that of the 1.1 million views on this video, that most of them were children because it's spoken so slow. I can't. I'm just kidding.
No. Thank you, Trade Prime. Everybody, go and like and subscribe to Trade Prime. I don't know. I think they're.
Hey, we don't endorse. We don't know them.
I don't know anything about.
We don't know them from Adam.
I don't know anything about them, but thank you.
Yeah, they might have voted for the Green Party, so I don't know. You're gonna go.
Okay.
Strategy number 2, moving average confluence. Moving averages are a simple indicator with lots of different uses. One such use is that they can act as a dynamic level of support and resistance. When the price is in an uptrend, the moving average can act as a support for the price. Similarly, in a downtrend, the moving average can act as a resistance for the price. We will combine this use with the golden zone to spot high probability trades.
You know what? I seem to remember when I first started trading that this was all new to me. I got to think in that terms.
Yeah.
I got to think in those terms.
Come on, Tom. Not everybody's like you. One of the best.
For this strategy, we will use the 50 period.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
Oh, nothing. I didn't say anything.
Oh, are you sure? It sounded like you were saying something pretty interesting there. All right.
Exponential moving average. Here's an example. The price was in an uptrend as it traded above the EMA, and the EMA was sloped upwards. In an uptrend, we expect the price to find support at the EMA, so buying near the EMA is a good idea. Now, we spot this impulsive up move, and we draw the retracement tool on it. The golden zone coincides with the 50 EMA. When the price pulls back to the golden zone, we can expect the price to find support and move upwards, so we would enter a buy trade near this area. As you can see, the price touched the golden zone and moved upwards. Now let's look at a sell trade. Here the price
makes a strong opposite
moves. Strategy. Strategy number 3, anchored VWAP confluence. Anchored VWAP is one of our favorite indicators at Trade Prime. We find it highly accurate in finding solid areas of support and resistance.
I gotta say, anyone who brings up anchored VWAP or VWAP in general, I go, okay, you're already in the top 50th percentile of I'll even higher than that, because I don't know why more people don't use it. It allows you to have volume as being one of the metrics that you're using, which gives you more of a multi-dimensional thinking when it comes to your trading strategy.
But you weren't using it until Mike told you about it. Mike Christensen, the great Mike.
I agree. That's why it's elevated in my thinking, and that was like a while ago. That's so long ago. Who even knows when that started?
It's year and year ago.
I'm just gonna continue with this. Thanks.
Okay.
Anchored VWAP is a tool that plots the VWAP from a selected starting point. Like the moving average, it can act as a dynamic area of support and resistance. In an uptrend, whenever the price falls below the anchored VWAP, buyers will come in and push the prices
All
upwards.
right, got it.
The golden zone and the anchored VWAP coincide at this price area.
Perfect, just like the moving average. Coincide with the area, same thing for shorts. Engulfing bar, ooh, last one.
Engulfing bars. An engulfing bar is a two-candle formation where the second candle engulfs the entire first candle. In other words, the high of the second candle is higher than the previous candle. Similarly, the low of the second candle is lower than the first candle. Engulfing candles.
It's almost like it engulfs the candle before it. Because the high is higher and the low is lower, it like engulfs it.
I see. That makes sense.
Do you know what a non-engulfing candle is? Find out after the break.
Candles can be of two types: a bullish engulfing candle and a bearish engulfing.
Got it.
Bearish engulfing and pulls back. We plot the anchored VWAP at the start of the up move. As the price starts to pull back, we draw the Fibonacci retracement. We see that the golden zone coincides with the anchored VWAP. So we expect the price to find support here. When the price reaches near the golden zone, it creates this bullish engulfing candle. The big green candle covers the entire red candle. It is a bullish engulfing candle, indicating that the price might reverse upwards. Here is a sell trade using the swap zone confluence.
All right, that's fun. So we got our idea here. What we want is we're going to be doing fractals for pivots. Then we are going to be drawing golden zones through the Fibonacci, because we'll detect what the high and low of it is. We'll be targeting impulse moves. That's where we're going to be looking for the range. We'll have moving average or VWAP used as a confluence for the golden zone. And then we'll use the engulfing candle for trigger of the trade.
I like all that
and more on today's blueprint.
Wait, do we have time to? I was about to hit the. Do we have time to do that in the 12 minutes we have left?
Excuse me, not with your jabbering and your yapping, and we don't have 12 minutes left. We have all day. Market's closed. Tomorrow's a holiday. We're going to stay here. This is going to be a 24-hour stream. Start it now. Order some pizza. Let's get some beer. Let's get going. Peter, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with sort of a map quest situation or ways trying to figure out what the optimal path is.
Map quest? Why not Google Maps?
Because it sounds funnier.
Okay, you're right.
If I said Google, people would be like, "Oh, I guess he's saying something serious." MapQuest, people are just
MapQuest. I thought maybe you were talking about it.
Right now, they're on Ask Jeeves trying to figure out what MapQuest is.
Yeah, it ruins the joke if people have to think about it.
Okay, let's get to it. All right, let's get to it. All right, so first, let's just go ahead on the chart and see if we can just find some existing indicators that already do the things that we're looking for, and that way we'll just toss that into an AI and see what happens there. All right.
All right.
All right, so first up, let me share my screen.
Can you share your screen, please?
That's a good idea. I was planning on doing that. You know, I know you like to try to bring me down, Peter, but today Bitcoin is up, which means I'm up.
We just hit what?
So,
110.
Yeah, so it'll take a lot more than your normal pedantic behavior to get underneath my skin. You hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Right,
can you click on hide at the bottom there? I don't know why you choose to hurt me in that way, but
all right. So we had the fractals over here. He said in the video to switch this to he was in the 1 hour chart, I believe, and then switch to 5 period. That way we're looking for pivots that have it's a high that is higher than the 5 bars before and after it, and the lows 5 bars before and after it. All right. Since this code is available to us, we don't have to figure it out. Great. Next one is the Fibonacci. Do we have is there a golden zone Fibonacci thingy? Golden zone. Is that what it's called? Ooh, someone has a golden zone here. This is BPM stocks. Let's see if it's a good one. Golden zone. Ooh, a Roven golden zone. Introducing the golden zone indicator, a powerful tool, yada, yada, yada. Script plus Fibonacci levels in the background, yada, yada, yada. And drives. Okay, perfect. So let's see how this goes. Let's add you to what the French call le chart.
No, they don't.
That's what they call it. The attitude of the Schacht. All right, so let's say we had, what are the settings here? So let's do number of bars. What are the number of bars here? Wait, do we have the code? Yeah. Retracement level on percentages. Yeah, so those are the Fibonacci levels. All right, so these settings, I'm just taking a look at this golden zone indicator, which I've never seen before, just to see if it'll give us a shortcut to not have to code out the Fibonacci golden zone calculation. So the golden zone happens between the 618 and the 50 level. Although this can be edited. It's looking at 60 bars. Remove golden zone background. No, I don't want to remove golden zone background. And let's see, what's number of bars here? Let me see what the indicator says. Does it give me information on what the number of bars is? No. So let's go take a look at the code for it. And we have here, number of bars is over here, length. All right, so it's the highest value over X bars versus the lowest value over low bars. So let's set that to, if I set this to 5, it's too little. All right, so we'll leave it like this. I actually like this indicator.
We have a question in the chat. Do you want to tackle
Let's
that?
hear it. Peter, always get the questions in the chat.
Right.
They're the ones we do this for. Not because I'm employed by TradersPost and they insist on doing things to help the community. What I care about is the community. That's what I care about.
This is from DizzyFXX. Does your service integrate with TC2000 software as a signal source?
If I don't know if the TC2000 software sends webhook signals. Whatever platform can send a signal out via webhook at all can integrate with our system. So I don't know specifically out of the box. I've only rarely heard about TC, not rarely, but sporadically heard of TC2000, but I haven't seen anyone like use it with our platform recently.
Awesome. Thank you for that question.
All right, and then we wanted the moving average. So let's add a moving average to the chart. Let's make you white. All right, so it's a moving average. What was the other thing you said? Volume weighted average price and engulfing candle. So let's just do, we won't do VWAP right now. Let's do engulfing candle. Engulfing bullish, bearish. These are the native indicators from TradingView. And they have all these rules they have for whether or not it's an engulfing or bullish or bearish. Isn't that strange? If it's just supposed to be the high of the candle and the low of the candle, seems pretty. Hey, wait a second. This says it's bearish engulfing, but the candle is green.
What?
Bearish
Really?
engulfing candle is green.
No.
And it's doing the high. It's just doing the open and close and not the high and low. All right, so we're not going to do that. We're gonna follow their rules. We're going to make our own bullish and bearish engulfing candle. Okay, so I cracked my knuckles. I know you don't like that, Peter. Sorry if it came through on the mic.
It's the misphonia that millions of Americans suffer from.
All right, no one cares. So what we're going to do is grab the code that we have already, and then we're going to head over to Cursor. Well, Cursor as the IDE, although we can use VS Code because I use Claude Code now.
Could you just put this into ChatGPT, or do you need all this?
I mean, if you want to be lame about it, I guess you just put it into ChatGPT.
Well, not everybody has about a $200 subscription to Claude Code and a $20 subscription to Cursor.
Yes, you could put it into ChatGPT. Wait, they have a $20 subscription on. Oh, you mean on the free version of ChatGPT?
Wow.
If you're using the free version of ChatGPT, maybe trading's not for you. I don't know, maybe trading's not for you.
Maybe they're good trading. They're just not into the AI stuff.
I don't know. Traders like this could see good value places, and they're not doing it. Why isn't AI giving me an affiliate code I could use in order to make?
Because you talk about it so much.
Cash on the side. I mean, Mike and Trevor are making thousands trading in the morning. I should be able to get a kickback from some sort of AI platform.
Thousands?
Yeah, thousands. All right. So here we're going to say, oh, you know what we'll do? Should we get the... Let's get the transcript for this. Let's see if we can, if it's available. Yes, you are. All right, copy. All right, so I'm going to say to Claude, all right, so I'm going to tell Claude I want to create the PineScript strategy for TradingView following this video, and I'm going to paste the transcript in here. I'll tell it we'll make I'm giving it the file that I want to create it in.
Can you make the text just a little bit bigger?
Absolutely.
Thanks. That's good.
Oh, you know what? I should just do it right now. So I'm telling the system, I pasted the transcript for the YouTube video, and I'm saying we'll make the strategy in this Fib strategy PineScript. I just linked the file that I wanted to do it in. And I'll also give you the existing code for several indicators as a shortcut. So for Fractals, I'll go ahead and tell it this one. So I'll just go to TradingView, click on the code, and steal it. For Fractals, then for Golden Zone, Fib Golden Zone, I'll go ahead and grab you. Ooh, this is a version 4 of the script too. Let's create a working copy and upgrade this to version 6. Version 6. Golden Zone, there's some errors here. So let's go back to this, and I'm going to click on the drop down in TradingView in order to convert the code to version 5, and then again to version 6. There. Now it replaced a bunch of the different features, and all the different errors should be fixed. I can take a look by adding this back to the chart. If I'm just going to call this V6, and I'm going to add to chart, and I should see it match basically what we had before. So this is the one before, the yellow, and then this is the one after, and we can see they match, which means the upgrade to version 6 works. So I'm going to grab a version 6. The reason I want to do that because I don't want the AI to think I want some version 4 code and methods that don't exist. Then I have a bunch of errors later on. Peter won't be able to follow what's happening. So I figured this way is a little bit easier. So there it is here. I love that when you paste things into Claude, it does this whole summary of, hey, I pasted this many lines and not like fill up your whole terminal window. Unlike in ChatGPT, where all the text would be there, and then eventually it'll say, hey, you put too much text here. Because if you have the free version of ChatGPT or Claude, well, you know where you're at.
They might have other things, Tom.
All right, so let's see what it does. Let's give it this, see where we go.
They might have a subscription to TradersPost, and they chose to give their money to TradersPost instead of OpenAI. And I, for one, salute them.
You know what? You're absolutely right. 100% correct. If that's why they don't have subscriptions to AI services that they're paying TradersPost, I'm on board. I'm on board. Because we are the best automated trading platform in the universe. Sorry, the best automated trading platform in the multiverse. I'm contractually required to press that button when I speak TradersPost. I mean, not that Mike or John asked me specifically, and maybe they probably prefer I don't do it, but...
Do you think there is a multiverse?
Of course there's a multiverse.
I mean,
Why wouldn't there be?
I think recent evidence suggests that there might not be.
Existence, well, depends what you mean by multiverse.
Oh dear.
Are there bubbles next to each other? No. Are we in different vibrational frequencies, vibrational alignment with different things? Absolutely. Are there infinite different realms that exist simultaneously? That's how existence works.
Infinite?
Yeah. Fractals are infinite. If any part of a system is fractal, then the entire system is fractal. I don't know why people don't get this.
But you can have infinite within a limited space.
No, you have finite within the infinite, not the other way around.
No.
doofus.
Nassim Haramein
Right.
described how you can divide a circle infinitely. Yes.
Our AI has stopped.
Right.
So the only reason I was talking to you is that the AI was doing something, but now that something's more important is happening. Let's jump to it. Do you want to make this edits to the file? Yes.
Hey, now we can talk
All right.
again.
Now that we can talk again.
I'm joking. We can get back to it. We don't have to talk about that stuff.
Yeah, infinite circles or whatever it is you were saying. So what I love about well, we don't know what it's going to spit out over here, right? So it's where we can always, like what we used to do on previous Blueprint episodes, I would copy and paste these scripts directly into the editor. I would copy and paste them, retool them in order to make them work the way they needed to. I like to do AI process now because one, it's what your feature is going to be. So there's no point in me teaching you how to cut your own wood and make your own nails if in the future there's going to be a Home Depot. Now you might say, Tom, this is a slower process and you can do it faster by hand and your code is so much better. And I go, I understand. But I know that I am not the future. So I'm trying to help you guys out. Next part over here. All right, so it created a first version of the script. I've created a comprehensive Pine script strategy based on the Fibonacci trading course. Here are the key features implemented. Strategy components. 1, fractal detection. Identify swing highs and lows using Williams fractal. 3, confluence strategies.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Tom. Can you just highlight the text that you're reading a little bit just so we can follow?
3 confluence strategies. Can you see this highlight here? Is it not?
Yeah, that's good
enough. Swap zone confluence detects support resistance levels that flips rolls, moving average confluence for the 50 EMA, and anchored VWAP confluence. Golden zone focus, entry trigger, and risk management. Well, it did, and visual elements. So it did more than what I was expected it to do, but that's what AI will do sometimes.
So Claude, let's go ahead. Claude is very does its own thing.
So we have the script over here. Let's just grab it, paste it into our system, and see if it even works.
So those other things that it did you want those things?
I forgot to tell it just to do the first part of the YouTube video, and it just basically tried to do the entire thing.
Right.
It even added anchored VWAP and all that when I wasn't asking it to. Oh, you AI. Oh, you. Great news.
Maybe this will be a short video after all.
It won't. This won't work right away. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we have that here. Let's paste you in. There's an error already. Let's go take a look. All right, so we didn't get a one shot today. We didn't get a one shot. In the future, we're going to get a one shot. Today, we're going to get a one shot. We have here an error, syntax error, end of line without continuation. This happens because of the formatting. Let's just go ahead and no.
Can you make it a little bit bigger?
The AI way
on TradingView.
So this error that happens all the time with AI systems now, end of line without line continuation. Can you read that down there?
Yes.
What that means is that the way that the line is formatted, AI likes to break up lines. I think after every, just to avoid long lines that go on too long, they wrap it, but you have to wrap it in a specific way that AI often forgets. So I have a document. So there's a page inside of TradingView on version 4 of the, oh, that's the wrong one. TradingView Pine, no, should be here, line wrapping. There it is. So line wrap it on version 4 of TradingView. For some reason, it's only here and not anywhere else, is where I can explain to the AI how it should break up the lines. It may or may not do it properly. Well, let's see. There's all right, so I'm letting the AI know that I'm seeing some errors in the script. I'm giving it the documentation page for it to fix the line wrapping, and I'll go ahead. The new feature in Claude Code for hooks. that allow you to have determinism where certain events happen before and after certain things in Claude, would actually allow me to have Claude trigger a script that'll check the formatting to make sure this sort of end of line continuation is not happening. So maybe I'll set that up. Not today, but in the future, so we never have this problem again, because this happens all the time.
Did you see that you can also, in the other update, create your own slash commands?
Oh yeah, that's been there for a while. Actually, I want to do that for a bunch.
They just announced it.
No, slash commands have been there for quite a bit.
Create custom slash commands?
Yes. If you have a folder in Claude, a .claude folder, folder called commands, you can have slash commands in there, custom slash commands.
No, the slash command in the terminal.
Oh yes, like shoot, what was the one I just saw? There's the new hook one. Wait, what other slash commands did you see?
I don't know. But, they did 2 announcements, 2 updates so far. One was for hooks. That's the second one. And then there's the slash commands. I don't think I sent that one to you, but I saw it on the next. I'm 100% right about that.
Excellent. All right, so let's see if this worked at all. There are warnings, but no errors. So let's remove these other guys from the chart and then add this one to the chart and see what we see. At the chart. Two shot. Two shot. All right. First, let's take a look at the fractals to see if they're lining up to where we expect them to be. So turn on the fractal indicator. Boom. Fractals where they're supposed to be. And when that happens, I say goodbye, original one. Don't need you. Golden zone. We click the golden zone. Are we seeing the golden zone where it needs to be? I'm not. So let's just replay in time and just see how it goes. Let's see what the issue might be. Okay, so it looks like maybe the settings for the golden zone are just different. So if we take a look at the settings for the script that our Magical AI created for golden zone, it is looking at, hey, moving average, anchored VWAP, entry, risk management. What the what? What the who? I don't see any at the Fibonacci levels here for our zone. Let's go take a look at that. So in our original one, all right, they're doing Fibonacci levels 0.382, 0.5, 0.618. Those are the right levels. What are the lengths? So when we looked at the previous one, it was like highest, right? It was using highest and lowest, but it's not doing that.
Hey, Tom, quick question. Do you have a server running or something?
Oh, probably. Let me see here.
Just audio glitch.
Oop, 1 second.
While Tom is doing that, I want to let you know that if you're just tuning in to TradersPost for the first time, you're in luck. There are back episodes of Blueprint that will show you all kinds of different things. Manual coding, using AI to code. I remember he coded one where you could trigger a buy for Bitcoin using TradersPost by using shortcuts on your phone. If you had an Apple device, if the phone heard the flushing of your toilet, it would purchase Bitcoin. Look, is that the most exciting thing in the world?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It's very exciting. You should definitely go and check that out. So previous Blueprint
John
episodes,
loved that one.
There's also other shows that we do here on TradersPost. There's a after-market commentary show called After Hours that takes place on Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, except this Friday. This is July 4th. On Tom Hartman and occasionally John Wage, who will talk about what's coming up for TradersPost, different features. We tackle your feature requests, the questions that you have, and explore different things. It's a very fun show. And like Tom mentioned at the top, there is a new broadcast that's happening Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays with Mike Christensen and Trevor. Why don't I know his last name? Mike and Trevor, who are doing a show.
I don't say his last name on the show.
Well, yeah, I don't think we talk about it. So they're doing live trading. So you can go and watch. I think they've done 2 so far. That's on our channel. Lots of stuff on the TradersPost YouTube channel. So make sure to like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the content live as it happens.
Perfect.
Are we back?
Yeah. So I'm just taking a look here on the original Golden Zone script that we were emulating, copying, stealing the original one. There was a setting where you can decide the length of bars back that the script was taken into consideration. I don't see that in this new one. So I'm just going to ask the AI, hey, buddy, don't want to upset you or anything like that, but WTF? Hey, buddy. The original Golden Zone script looked at a highest and lowest values over n length. However, I don't see that setting in this new version. What gives?
Hey, it didn't say
You're
you're
right.
absolutely right. I thought it was like, you're
Because you're
absolutely right.
It said you're right. The original Golden Zone indicator used a look back period to find the highest high and lowest low over a specific period. Okay, it went too fast.
It said you made a mistake. It said, however,
if you'd like to include the option to use the traditional look back method alongside the fractal method, I can add that as an alternative mode. Let me update the strategy. In the current strategy, I'm using fractals to identify swing points instead, which is I see. In the current strategy, I'm using fractals to identify swing points instead, which is based on the video's recommendation for identifying impulsive moves. Okay, so it was actually doing what I needed to do. Okay, well, let it update what it needs to update. Actually, it's basically saying that the way that the original script was going about it was not taking into consideration the fractals. It was generating its own length, which actually makes sense. In fact, when we tested out the script originally, it was like that. That's what we were testing out for. So let's just leave it the way that it is. We have that there. So the Golden Zone we don't need anymore. We have the moving average here that we can set. And then, all right, so are there any trades that are happening on this? Is this an indicator yet? Yeah, there's a trade that's happening here. Let's head over to that trade. And enter a short all the way back when. Hey, what's going on? 2017. What the what? 2017. Okay, so we have a short that happened over here. Let's see if the short even happened where it needed to happen. Right, guys? Let's go to this short. So we're expecting a fractal. This is the high, I assume. High and low. And then our zone would be between it's considering our golden zone here, or orange. I'm not seeing something here. 1 second. Where is the actual short happens over? Is it just me, or am I not seeing the short happening anywhere? Entry short. I'm not seeing the short. Oh, because I did replay mode. Okay. All right. So that's not going to work in replay mode because it's not going to, it's always going to reset when I do it. So let's take a look here. We're entering the short. And let's say that is the right area. We enter the short for the impulse. Why did it not exit the trade? What is the take profit and stop loss we have set? Risk management 1%. So over here, we entered in. Let me take away the magnet. We got more than 1%. So why did it not take the trade? All right, so let's go take a look at the script to see how it's doing entries and exits. Strategy. All right, actually, while I'm looking up this, let's just go ahead and take a word from our sponsors.
Ask yourself this. Are you making trading harder than it needs to be? If you're trading manually or still coding just to connect to your broker, yeah, it's time to upgrade. TradersPost lets you automate trades using signals from tools like TradingView or TrendSpider or even your own custom setup. It works with brokers like TradeStation, Trade8, Coinbase, and a bunch more. I've been using it myself, and getting started was smooth. The platform's clean, setup's quick, and once it's running, it just works. And when you're ready to scale, adding more strategies, plugging into prop firm accounts, or juggling multiple portfolios, TradersPost handles it. It's built to grow with you. Start your free trial at TradersPost.io. Trade smarter, automate your edge.
I'm not hearing any glitch on the stream. And we're back. Okay, so
All right.
we're going to go ahead and debug this in a different way. So I'm going to tell the AI that I'm going to give it a screenshot here. All right, so I'm seeing a trade that showed up but didn't close until far later. Can you add debug logs using the log.info method to help figure out why the trade didn't close? And I copied and pasted the screenshot. Oh, actually, wait a second. I only want this to work on the version of the script we're dealing right now. I don't want that modified version. So let me just grab the script, head back over here, copy it all, paste, and then I could hit escape twice to go back to my previous prompt and then submit it.
Justify, I'm having some glitching on my end.
All right, mulling that over. Let's see. So this shouldn't make any substantial changes to the code other than add in logs. Mull it over. It's so quaint, Peter, to see like 74 tokens being used, 100 tokens being used. When I'm using Claude Code normally, I'm in the 30,000, 50,000 tokens.
Hang on a second. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Is my audio coming through?
Yep.
All right, because you keep cutting out, so I don't know if it's actually cutting out on stream. Hang on, let me check.
I think it's just all right. Let's see here. So I've added comprehensive debug login. Let's take a look at that. Now that we've added logs, I could click on the three dots, Pine logs, which will only appear if there are any logs being generated by the script. And we can see here. So I am going to give, are there? All right, here I'm only getting one trade, but there are a bunch of trade signals over here. Short position active, short new impulse. Let's see here. Fib levels. Short position. Why can't I actually get this short position over here? Let me go to you over here, because you should still appear. It's because the other trade is no good. Okay.
Tom, I have.
Yes.
I don't know. Set. Can you just make sure? Yeah, I don't think it is, but.
All right. Just so you know, Peter, the stream sounds fine. I think you're just getting glitch on your end.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So the logs are showing up far more than I would want. So I only want the logs from when a trade actually opens. Okay. We're not going to have the opportunity here in the time frame to go do all the features that I want, but who knows? Let's see. Sometimes in the last couple of minutes is where everything comes together. But while this is happening, I want to go ahead to TradersPost in my dashboard and actually create the strategy that will receive the signals for this script. So head over to TradersPost. I am going to click on strategies and then new strategy to add one. Let's call this one Fib strategy, because I cannot remember. Sorry, one more time, Peter.
The glitch is not just on my side.
I see. All right, guys, we have a little bit of a glitch here. All right. Can you still hear me, Peter?
I hear you, yes. It just glitches in and out.
Okay. Well, I think what we should do here is pause here, because we're going to ruin the end of this amazing video, and we'll actually just continue this next week. How does that sound?
It doesn't sound like anything because I couldn't.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up here, and we'll continue next week. I don't want to just rush through this if it's glitching a little bit. Plus, there's all kinds of extra things that we can do. So we'll continue next Thursday with this. But so far, I want to thank everyone for watching. It's always fun doing these coding sessions with you guys. Not as fun as the live trading that Trevor and Mike do together, but hey, we all get our lots in life.
Just as fun.
Thank you, everyone in the chat. If there's any, even though we're going to be doing this next week, if there's anything, any YouTube videos, any ideas, strategies you would want us to create, go ahead and let us know. Put it in the YouTube comments, send it to us on Twitter. We want to know. I want to make stuff that you want to see, and that might make me profitable. And that'd be great if you guys can come up with a strategy that makes me profitable, more profitable than I am. I'm going to wish you guys a happy Independence Day. And I'm just going to say it, happy Canada Day, belated Canada Day for the Canadians out in the group. And other than that, as always, I'll wish you happy trading.